Our news summary for this Tuesday, 18th of August. Good evening. The Seychelles Postal Service has announced that it is now handling Shein deliveries through the country's postal system in accordance with Universal Postal Union standards. Customers will receive SMS notifications when their parcels are ready for collection. They can either collect their parcels from the post office specified in the message or opt for door-to-door delivery for an additional fee. Handling fees are 35 rupees for parcels up to 10 kilos and 65 rupees for parcels over 10 kilos, plus a 10 rupee customs clearance fee. Meanwhile, Mahe Shipping is expected to stop handling shipping packages, while Celero Seychelles, a new courier service that is expected to be established in Seychelles, is set to begin receiving Shein, AliExpress and Aramex shipments from the 23rd of August through its partnership with Celero Mauritius.
It has been advertised that the post office are now handling Shein, but this has been the case for 1 month. They are doing well. They are delivering well under the time frame. And as from 23rd August, we will have a new company opening its doors in Seychelles, which is Celero Seychelles. They are partners of the main Celero company from Mauritius. They will be delivering Shein and Aramex and also AliExpress. Let us bear with them, let them settle so that everyone can get the parcels on time, since they will be bringing with them all the latest technologies for delivering parcels, tracking systems as well. So we expect a higher performance from them and better service from them.
Board members and CEOs of 10 public enterprises met in a workshop this morning to agree on guidelines for public policy objectives. The workshop was organized by the Public Enterprise Monitoring Commission, PEMC. There are 30 state-owned enterprises in the country, and PEMC plans to meet with the other 20 for similar workshops. In his address to the participants, the acting CEO for PEMC, Callum Bandara, asked the participants to reflect on what the government expects from the state-owned enterprises.
When you took the chairmanship of your SOE, how many of you really have a clear understanding of what are the expectations by the government in terms of non-commercial activities? Or have the shareholder or the government clearly communicated it to you that from this public enterprise, we expect you to deliver A, B, C, D? If the answer is yes, very good. If the answer is no, I think we need to reflect, because as the chairpersons, as the CEOs, we have to clearly understand our mandate. Most of the time what we have learned from PMC side is we have a culture of inheritance. One of the chairperson is passing on to the next chairperson, or the chairperson will try to understand the SOE along the way. I think we need to change that culture. PMC believes strongly on it.
Understanding how salaries are determined and ensuring that workers are paid fairly are at the center of a new training initiative for human resource practitioners by the Ministry of Employment and Human Resource Planning. This training, organized with the support of the University of Seychelles, comes after concerns observed by the ministry during its regular Friday visits to different organizations. The session focused on salary structures and job evaluation, including how organizations can properly assess positions and place workers at appropriate salary levels, as well as developing policies that support workers' growth and take their needs into consideration. The Minister of Employment and Human Resource Planning, Edith Alexander, says the training is aimed at helping HR practitioners better explain to workers how their positions are evaluated and how their salaries are decided.
There are concerns about a lack of transparency and fairness in how employees are remunerated. There are also concerns regarding the unequal distribution of benefits and perks. unclear career progression, and different standards being applied to staff members. These are matters that cannot be overlooked. With new policies and legislation that will be introduced very soon, there is a clear need to address these long-standing challenges, improve HR practices, and ensure that our institutions are aligned with appropriate guidelines, policies, and good practices. However, this responsibility cannot rest with the ministry alone. Both organizational leaders and HR professionals have an important responsibility to ensure that decisions within their organizations are fair, transparent, and consistent.
The Resilience project has been officially launched in Seychelles. The project will focus on identifying capacity gaps among key stakeholders and addressing these gaps to improve the country's ability to adapt to and recover from the adverse effects of climate change. The project was submitted by the African Island States Climate Commission, the AISCC, which comprises 9 island nations. Seychelles, Comoros, Madagascar, and Mauritius are among the countries. Each country will develop and implement its own project based on the specific needs and priorities. The United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, UNECA, is implementing the project, with Jarton Gelsted serving as a project coordinator for Resilience.
Our responsibility is the coordination. Once the country has defined its needs, and we provide the expertise that is needed, for instance, for the capacity building, for the development of the concept notes, and we also provide the knowledge exchange platform that we're developing into the project. We are working mainly on things like disaster risk reduction, multi-hazard risk assessment capabilities, early warning, as well as trying to sort of increase access to climate finance.
The Department of Culture, Arts and National Heritage, through the Creative Seychelles Agency, has honored 2 renowned contemporary local artists for their great feats on the international arena. They are Léon Radegonde, the Seychelles laureate of the 2nd edition of the Asante Hene Otumfuo Osei Tututu Arts Awards, an international recognition celebrating artistic excellence. The official award ceremony took place at the Osei Tutu Auditorium in Manhia Palace in Ghana on the 13th of May this year. As Mr. Radegonde was unable to attend the ceremony, his award was formally presented to him this morning by the Minister for Tourism and Culture, Amanda Bernstein, at Botanical House. As for Egbert Made, his sculpture entitled Spiritual Journey is representing Seychelles at the ongoing 61st International Art Exhibition of La Biennale di Venezia 2026 in Venice, Italy.
No, I was not expecting anything, but it means a lot to me. And as I said earlier, I do it for I accept it with pride, and it is for my late mother and father, and my great grandmother, mon grand-père et ma grand-mère.
And this brings us to the end of this news. A summary for this evening. Have a very pleasant evening.